Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for a surprise episode of Big Plays Podcast. If you guys follow FC Productions with Joey being the host over here, you probably already heard the big news, but Joey dropped a big bomb on us today. So we had to get collected, gather our thoughts, and bring this all together. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let Joey go right into
I
it.
want you to say that it's rather long, so I hope you bear with me. It's important to hear the full story from beginning to end, so I'm going to hop right into it. Life-changing news right here. Here we go. Growing up in New York City and being surrounded by insidious Giants fans led me to my football team, the New York Jets. I have been a fan of this franchise for over 15 years and have showed my support by attending football games, involving myself in free agency and trade rumor conversations, and rocking my gangrene apparel across the country. The Jets, for me, similar to the Mets, was love for the team. Just a young kid wanted to see a struggling team shock the world. For 15 years, the Jets have made two AFC back-to-back seasons in 09 and 2010, although there was a glimmer team quickly spiraled the Jets that had already known. In recent years, the Jets have had so many royal fuck-ups that have forced me to question loyal to the team. The players who have ended up being very vocal about how they and quickly forced them to leave and join contenders. Young talent and a cause for a football league. Even the fans will Jets up his cleat team mascot. 2020, however, is questioning everything. My fandom, my love, the future as a Jets fan. First off, the Jets clearly was the choice of all candidates for the coaching position. The man has destroyed any and all potential, offensively and defense. He's even notorious for breaking the careers of young talent. Adam Gase has caused New York to once again be the laughingstock of the NFL. Next, Adam considered the sense of gangrenes deeply by the Jet trade, although absolutely furious with the way New York handled the young kid in the public forum and no longer wanted to resent embarrassed like that in the final. Standing at 0-13, the Jets were faced with the Los Angeles Rams, which was assumed to be bringing us one game closer to the guaranteed number one overall picks to the beacon of hope. Whether it be drafting the best quarterback in college football, Trevor Lawrence, or setting us up to any voids the Jets both sides of football. My son just decided to show up, defeat the 9-4 Rams, and has voted this up one rank in the overall standings to 31st in the league. It's necessary to explain what that does for our franchise, where I'm at today. 3 years, from the Mark Sanchez butt fumble all the way through Geno Smith getting sucker punched in the locker room and everything in between. And there's the New York Jets have continuously been the largest circus act of the NFL. It is a heavy heart that I formally announce my retirement as a New York Jets fan. This decision has cost me countless nights without sleep, and I want to thank all of you for understanding and support during these incredibly difficult times. I think it's important for me to have some time with my family. This decision has left me empty inside, and I have nothing left to offer. At this time, I'd like to openly invite the communities from both FC Productions and Big Plays Podcast to ask any questions you may have. Thank you for your time.
All right. You can all hear me well. I'm experiencing just a little bit of delays, no problems though. New PCs literally right here. Gonna hook it up. Hopefully we never have problems again. Joey.
Yes.
FC Productions. You had your pals on, Joey and whatnot, and they were able to ask you questions. I called this in today as soon as I could because I have to ask questions. I have so many questions, and I'm sure Rome has questions, and I'm sure Rice has questions, and you've been getting phone calls left and right. If you listen to FC Productions, he said some crazy stuff, and I would just like to know, and I already do know, but tell Big Plays audience who you're going to be rooting for in the upcoming future of the NFL.
So I haven't had too much time to think about it, but my initial thoughts and my thought process were being that I moved to Central New York. The team that I would like to support is a team that has shown, and it's not due. I need to clarify this. It is not due to the talent and standings that they're in right now, which is why I'm going to take a probational period. But the team I would like to root for is the Buffalo Bills moving forward.
Okay. You definitely are going to hear a lot of that front runner. This was wild to me. Go ahead.
First time hearing, so I know Rice, Frankie, I've heard the official statement. I knew you knew of it and had heard. What did you think, and where are you at right now?
Everything you read from that letter was detailed and it was actual factual. It was all facts. All facts. I hear you, but before I even get that point, team and everything, you cannot, not in front. I'm not gonna call you a front runner. Not even because I feel that way. I feel like if you like a team, it's for a reason, not because they're just unlike your fans. But whatever. You can't exalt. You can't go same, and you're a few miles away. How do you do that? How do you do that? That's like Frank going to the Cowboys. How do you do?
My response to that, I have a response for that, and that is throughout my tenure as a Jets fan, I never ever once had beef with the Buffalo Bills. To me, they were never like a rival. Almost a time to a point they were drunk buddy. Like we had good time both thinking of the NFC East. No rivalry. Gone had no problems with Rice.
I'll say this, right? So two things. We both have Patrick. That I think been through the whole division. Listen, you know what? I live in New York. You live in New York State, okay? You live up there. You don't live in New York City. We live in the city. This is what we do. This is city shit. You know what? You want to take the bills? You have them. You live in New York State, not New York City, okay? You live in New York State. I'm hurting. Go ahead.
Jersey. So did
So what? You got more land. We don't have it. All right. We don't have the accommodation.
I'm just letting you
from
know.
that.
I'm just letting you know.
Don't do that. Don't be that
For
guy.
those
Don't
for
be
those
that
people
guy.
that think that they play the games, just self
Those
check
people
yourself.
don't know nothing about nothing. Just they need to not even just know.
Rice.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh God, my head hurts.
Yeah,
Rice, what's your opinion of it?
Joe.
What's your opinion?
I mean, I love you, Joe. I'm a big fan of the bandwagons. Obviously,
A question I've been feeling is
we're just like we need, co-owners, executive, and once we get that, things are gonna change, and they're likely to change.
Let me say this.
Office.
Be real, right? This is a Colts fan. I want everybody who plays community to know that. Right?
Yeah, but Rice also grew up
Yeah.
a Jets fan, so I feel like you more than anyone need to kind of,
Right.
I feel a bit more understanding about hopping bandwagons here because you grew up a Jets fan. I remember early days of you wearing Jets shirts and you were
Right.
Jets this and that. Then as you came to more football knowledge and your knowledge got more prevalent, Manning for the Colts, and you stuck with the Colts, which is fine.
No,
Jumped.
this is all fiction.
So okay, so how are you a Colts fan or a Jets fan?
I haven't any parallel until I bought it myself in after high school. That's
Jets
first.
fan, ladies and gentlemen.
Not true. It's not
Very
true.
true.
And I'm starting football until Peyton Manning ended the league. I'm a Colts fan.
So you were man ever.
I applaud the Jets and my New York team.
We don't need that.
I'll
We
be
need that.
first.
We don't need that New
Can't
York.
do that.
I always have a local team.
Then you're just a Colts fan. It's possible.
Yeah. What I'm saying after for the Colts, I'll use them. Peyton Manning situation left the Broncos. That was handled poorly. We had a terrible game. Great there. And was the positive, but also handled him poorly.
Okay, saying full blown Colts happened. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Because Rice loyalties was everything like that. That's fine. I'm not mad at Rice. He has a New York team. Fine. Joe, is this real? I want to know that. I want to know because this is something I need to know. Because as a fan, as a real fan, one who I just bring earlier said, you know what? The biggest thing of being a fan of in sports, whatever team, you really done. Like, are you done? You're telling me on snapping that they, like, are you done?
I have two answers. This decision has not been an overnight spontaneous action based on them beating the Rams. This decision has been brewing. So my been from home. I had a good thing, honestly, and I'm glad that you finally pulled trigger. It's just been building up over years. And the fandom. So obviously I'm a diehard Mets fan. The difference between my diehard Mets and being different playing, like orange and I would go through the head of the Jets. It's just a team that I picked because it kind of just went together. Like Mets Jets was a thing, and I was such a diehard Mets fan from when I was a kid that it was just like I was associated with that team. I kind of just went with it, and I was like 6 years old.
You're also a more baseball orientated family, I must say.
Absolutely.
Like you grew up.
Absolutely.
You guys love that sport more than most families that I know. I will say this though, by saying this about the Jets, you can't go back. You're getting a lot of heat.
I'll never will.
You can't go back.
I never will.
Okay.
I never will.
Okay. And
if they say Jacksonville wins and the Jets lose out and the Jets get Trevor Lawrence, I'm still not going back.
Okay.
They're not going to get Trevor Lawrence.
I will say this about the Buffalo
that.
Bills.
Joe.
Oh, go ahead, Rice.
Joe, I know you say that, but it's going to be a
back.
different thing when you see them succeed. When you see them succeed, there's going to be something inside you.
See, Rice, here's the difference. I've been going through the cycle that you're still repeating for 15 years, and I understand that there's nothing for that franchise to offer in a positive manner. It's all fake and false hope. And I mentioned NFC, it's like going through a bad breakup with this team. That's what I'm going through right now, But this team only offers, like, if you talk to Jets fans, like, if that happens, it's all like what ifs, and they've never actually execute. And even when they have executed and gone 10-6, they still aren't doing exactly what the fans want, and they can't execute to finish or be productive in the postseason or anything like that. They have nothing positive to offer to me.
Question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, what you're saying is facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've been on this show for almost, I think, like 7 months or whatever. We've been doing this, something like that.
Mhm.
Why not the Saints? Why not Who Dat Nation? Why not go there? Why
Yeah,
not
and I
take
under-
your fandom there? I would be all the way for it. I wouldn't question it. I hear you.
that's
Why go
a
next
that's a phenomenal
door?
That's a phenomenal point. I've always said the Saints are my number 2 team, but what it comes down to me is I love the game and I love the sport so much, and I still want to have a satisfying fan experience that's local to my community. So I could literally go to a Bills game in a couple hours rather than fly to New Orleans at a tailgate and be there for that to.
So you know, whoever said.
So I have to.
I have
It's
a
still
question.
not higher commitment yet. Like this initial announcement is me retiring as a Jets fan. Initial thoughts in my head is me like I'm gonna support Buffalo because I'm local to them, I'm regional to them, and also I have a feeling with this team that I've never felt towards the Jets. Like I watched that team and I watched the fan base of that team, and it gives me absolute chills. A feeling that I've never had for the Jets. Like I see
Yeah,
that and I'm like, ooh. And that
Yes,
might be because they're good, but that's not why I'm going towards them.
This is like that just makes you sound more, and you're gonna get this a lot. It makes you sound more of a bandwagon fan because
I understand
to
that.
say
I have
you're
a plan
gonna
to
wait
attack that.
is like you're almost waiting to like because my question was gonna be, what happens if you become a Bills fan and then the Bills start to suck and then the Jets start to do amazing? Like you can't go back, but then now you say you're a Bills
No,
fan,
ride with the
but
Bills.
like now what if the Bills go bad for the next 50 years? You know, like
That would almost make my decision look so much better. Like my least favorite part of this decision is how good Buffalo is. Like that's literally the worst part of this
okay,
decision for me. I wish they were mediocre.
okay, okay.
But I just want you to think about taking the Browns for the example, right? The Browns were like the laughing stock of the NFL for the
Yep.
past, I don't know, 20 something years.
Not really. The
They're
Jets.
probably they might win their division. It's something
Yeah.
exciting. Like think about the pride they feel. Like right now the Jets are the laughing stock, but think about the pride like when the Jets become that team, wins the division. Oh my God, serious playoff potential.
Well,
Let's
You know
be
what I
Hang on to
real.
mean?
that hope.
Like
Hang
Let's
on
be
to that hope.
let's be real, right? I agree with Joey and everything he said and you know pointed out. This is the rough. This is not even the rough season. This season, we absolutely suck, and there's absolutely no light at the end of the tunnel, right? Us need to retain Adam Gase, whatever, and it's probably gonna be bad for another 3 years, whatever. I don't know,
he's gone.
but
Rice, you
it's
can't say
so
that, bro. You
hard.
don't know
You
that.
can't say that. You don't. Nobody
Rice,
knows.
you don't know that.
Nobody knows.
I know.
You don't
Even the
know that.
I
analysts
know.
are saying
You
he's
don't know
gone.
that.
Nobody knows. Nobody
You just sound
knows.
Because I
stupid
know.
by saying that. No.
I think he
I know.
stays, and it's sad to say. I think he
I have
stays.
Biff Sportsbook.
Bro. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's rough.
Rome,
It's hard to
continue.
be a
Continue
fan.
with the point. Continue
It's
with the point.
hard. I understand, Joey. I understand everything you're feeling because, like you said, even for the last 10 years, let's say we was good 10 years ago. For the last 10 years, it's been nothing but a shit show. There's been nothing positive. There's been no step in the right direction. No, none of that. No progression. They've been stuck in kindergarten. Everybody else has graduated high school, moved on to college, so on and so forth. Whatever. But how do you just go? Because it's like even when they do take that step from kindergarten to the first grade, to the fifth grade, to eighth grade, eventually when it happens, how do you not just be like, like I don't know, bro. It's just you stay, you stay, you stay, you stay. This is a
I think a
marriage
big part of that.
divorce from. You can't. You just can't.
I think a big part of that, and you mentioned it, is not only the change in the fandom, but the change in my life in general. Moving out of New York City and moving to a city that is so passionate for one's team. I've never seen a fan base like this in a football community. Never once in my entire life, except for the one weekend that I spent in New Orleans where I saw the Saints fans. Those Buffalo fans have that
Yeah.
same type of energy, even when they're like 3-13. They have that type of energy consistently. You don't see that with fans, and you don't see that with. I even mentioned it literally was the chance front row game had so much of it that he hung up the cleats.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right, Joe. And like I said, I'm here and I'm supporting your decision. I don't think you
Thank
should
you.
be getting that much shit.
Not
Just
Oh,
next
no, I
door,
should.
though.
no,
Not
like
next
like
door.
I
Not
like
next door.
like I know you're getting the shit, but I don't think you should be getting it because the shit should be falling on the Jets because the Jets essentially did this to you. You know, so it's not really, when you have that much fandom and that much hope and faith each year, year in, year out, and you've been dealing with just what seems to be lies the entire time, and the organization can't tell its ass from its toes. Like, it's just bad.
See,
Go ahead.
to your point, I do think that I should be catching steam left and right, but
No,
just you can
gonna.
tell from this and my conversation on my other podcast and my letter, this is a well thought out thing. This isn't just me like coming out of nowhere like saying this. And
Yeah.
it's literally to the point. It's the franchise causing me to be so aggravated year after year and upset. There's nothing. I have nothing to offer this team. I just can't go through it.
Yeah. I mean,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Ron.
Again, it's hard. I don't know. I respect it. I respect it because I respect you, and I know it's coming from a genuine place, and it's not just bandwagon shit. But needless to say, whatever. One question. I want you to answer this honestly.
Yep.
First Bills game, what will you be attending when we go back to watch football games? I want to know.
So I had a conversation with a few of my buddies, and basically the route they took is for me. So one, I would have to do an initiation if I were to jump onto that team. I would have to go through an initiation process to become a fan of that team and eventually join the Bills Mafia. I understand that's going to be a long process that could potentially take up to 2 years. There are many things that I have to do, including jumping through tables, beers, things like that.
Yeah, you gotta watch you gotta watch FC Productions. That's a really good conversation.
But
Yeah.
I want to be there for that.
I'm expecting a 2-year probation period where I could sit in silence by myself and root for that team on the low, but I can't be like high-fiving Bills fans like that's our team. Like I just can't do that right off the bat. I don't think it would be appropriate. So I would say, I mean, I would attend a Bills game because I've always wanted to attend a Bills game, even as a Jets fan. I've always wanted to attend a Bills game. I think that type of energy is something different and unique to the NFL. And a buddy of mine who is a Jets fan made a good point. He said that the Bills Mafia might be a top 3 fan base
I think I'd rather go Buffalo. Buffalo fun. You know, um, Joe. So I got this. I'm back to this. Always like people always have like that team. Like Lions fans. When the Giants. Root for Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's just like I don't know what that's about. But maybe because Pittsburgh. A lot do. A lot of fans do. As a second team. As a second team. Second team. Joe. Listen, Joey's got the Saints, right? Yeah. Listen, listen. I'm telling you. I'm just letting you know. A lot of people have that second team that they look me that I root for. Low key, I like to watch the Raiders win, but that's like from back in the day. But Raiders fans, like we go, I kind of like to the Raiders win. I don't vocalize. I'll sit here. Raiders, I'm like. It's not about that because I'm an Eagles fan, stick through. My point is Joey has had Eagles experience with the Jets. There's a point where I was an Eagles fan, experienced dream, and it ruined that team. I know if Eagles are going to Super Bowl. I don't know. I should be an Eagles fan. Care I'm fan. And if that what other players, but I got Eagles because I believe one step out, being Eagles, they win the ball they had. They won the New England Patriots team with a quarterback. You guys were there. I was on board. I was crying. Every emotion. As a Newton, I see I heard that. Let's shoot in 6 and none of half. Joey's yeah. Stressful. It was stressful.
Really was.
He's also a Saints fan, so I don't think he cares.
It was well.
Joe, on that ad on FC wasn't answered, and I'm keep had talked to between the day. It's sorry yet. I know you busy with haven't fully gone into it yet.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I grew up when I was an Eagles fan. That was my own choice. It wasn't any fan related thing. No one tried to give me in a single way. But it's definitely a weird thing to have known you for as long as I have, and I know you have rooted for the Jets, and even last year when we went to that
Steelers,
game against
and
the
that
Steelers,
that was an awesome day.
we were
fantastic day, a day I'll never forget in my life. Although I was
genuinely
bombed up.
The Jets. I think did the Jets beat them? Yeah, right.
It was great for sure. And 2 years,
Yeah, that was
I've
an
been going to
exciting
Jets
day.
games on the week of Christmas for the last 3 years, and I've loved every single experience. And those are the best 3 days of my life as Jets fans, 100%.
That was a good tailgate.
But that's my past. Oh, I would still go to Jets games. I would go. I wouldn't be going hard for them, but I would go. I would go
So,
because I just
you
like
think that
football. I would go to
tradition
any
will
game for
continue?
any team.
I know a
Fair,
bunch of your buddies
yeah.
that are. Yeah, no, I'm. Yes, so for the team you're a fan of, you'll wear neutral
Neutral
clothes and you'll low key root for
Mhm.
that team. Walking into MetLife Stadium, Bills Jets game, are you going to be sporting a Josh Allen jersey? You going to be walking around toting it
No,
around?
I'd go neutral clothes. Yeah.
Really?
Because
He
I
For how
said he
long?
had-
2 years
He
comes
gotta
up. and
earn
then-
that. He gotta earn that. He gotta
For how
earn that.
long?
Yeah, one, I have to earn that, and two, I just show respect to home teams no matter where I go. So like I said, I went to a Mets Yankees
Really?
game, and I just showed up and played.
I'm
Not
a
a Mets
dick.
Yankees game, but I showed up to a Yankees Rays game, and I went like plain clothes, and I like the Rays a lot, but I just went plain clothes because I'm not going to disrespect that team's stadium.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fair. I mean, I don't feel like it's a disrespectful thing. I also think it's good that there's a little bit of camaraderie when it gets crazy. Like I've been to Eagles games,
Eagles,
and that
Eagles
gets out of
fans
hand
are wild.
sometimes.
There's something wrong with them.
Some of them are
Something's
definitely
wrong with them.
wild. But like also like I feel like if I ever went to a Steelers game, I'm wearing neutral clothes as an Eagles fan. As a diehard fan, I mean, straight up clothes.
You don't want to get beat up.
Yeah, like there's just some places I recommend if you go
I've seen.
financial and you go to Philly to an Eagles game,
Yeah, yeah.
don't wear any other jersey. Don't even fit it. Nothing. It's either Eagles or neutral. That's and if you're
I'm
why
wearing
are you
Colts.
sporting you'll get. I won't even.
Frank,
Yeah.
Frank, you remember that Jets game last year, right?
Yep.
How percent of that stadium was rooting the opponent?
It was terrible talent, bro. They
80%.
were all
80% of the stadium was Pittsburgh.
It's 70-30 opposing team every game.
Every time I walk into
game,
MetLife
it's
Stadium,
70-30.
That's a shame.
listen. Every time
That's
I walk
sad.
into MetLife, I wear my Eagles jersey. I show zero respect for the Jets. I show zero respect for the Giants.
It's
That's how I.
70-30.
And I don't get anyone talking shit to me at all because they know they sit down. But when the game's over, I haven't been to a single Giants Eagles game at MetLife Stadium that the Eagles have lost. I've never actually been to MetLife Stadium to see the Eagles and they have lost. I've been to multiple games with Rice to see the Jets and the Eagles have won. The Eagles win every time I go to MetLife Stadium. I hope that tradition continues. Hopefully, when COVID's over, I get to go back and do that. But
Wait, don't y'all play next week out here?
who?
Play the Giants already?
No, yeah, we played already. We played Cowboys.
Right,
But listen,
wonder
Starting Jalen Hurts.
yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Sure.
Wait. Can I real quick? Last question. Is this the
Yeah.
championship?
I saw that.
This is the championship.
Oh.
All right, sorry, I'll help you
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
This is the championship.
Oh,
Yeah, we were talking. We had a conversation this morning. It was very nice. It was pleasant. It was on part.
Yeah, Rice tried to do that dumb shit. That's like
Oh
pretend
no,
to
I
be best
initiated.
friends.
I initiated.
I'm just letting you know you can initiate it, but he's gonna try to be a best friend. But
Right, block me out on any of the ways that
he's
you're
gonna
gonna try to block
he's
me
gonna
out.
cheat.
Both
Tony
of
Pollard
them.
like a dumb.
What's this?
He had that one run.
Yeah, but I'm also having a couple questionable decisions on my roster.
So
But no, where did this cheating come from? I've never been this.
back. We'll get to Joey right now. This episode is clear about Joey, and once we finish that up, get back to how
Frankie.
you're a tech cheater. Yeah.
That platform, besides my opinion, reasons, and that I'll be ready for it. Respond to that the statement that is going to be put on Big Plays podcast. If you'd like to dissect it and read it all, go piece by piece, and go through the
Very
emotional
well.
roller coaster that I went through, please feel free to do that. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll get back to you. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys and having adult appropriate conversations. If you want to tear me a new one, tear me a new one. I'm looking forward to it.
Doesn't sound like adult appropriate, but yeah, tear him a new one, guys.
No.
Rip
I
into
mean,
him.
adults do some wild shit.
Joey, I respect
do.
your
They do.
decision. I think that it was a well thought out process. I don't think that you're just doing this for the likes, the comments, whatever. I think you're doing this to be genuine. I think you genuinely want to root for a football team that you can get behind and have a good time with their fan base. And like you said, it's going to take a couple of years, a little bit of probation, but right here, you could go full Bills Mafia right now, and I support you.
Not
Thank you.
right
I
now.
appreciate
You got to earn it.
Yeah.
He said that. You got to earn it.
One last point. And Dante mentioned this on FC. He said if anybody fits the mold of a type of person to be in the Bills Mafia, it's your boy.
Yeah, shotgunning beers and going through tables. It sounds just like you.
Yeah, I'm all
I
in.
know.
Sign
Don't
me
get me
up.
wrong. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Listen, we're gonna try and make some video content. We'll see what happens.
I love it.
The two fans below me, Chris Rice, Jerome McCain.
You mean the one fan? The one
yeah,
fan?
Rice ain't
The
really
one?
a fan. I know. I hear you.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Hold on, I have one thing to say.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. I want to hear your final statements on Joey.
I'm on 8%. Keep it moving. I'm on 8%.
So, even though I knew it was the worst thing for the Jets, hearing them play, because I was listening on the radio, hearing them play so well and shutting down the Rams, it was still exciting. And a piece of me was like, yeah, fuck the Rams. But then I knew it was also fucking the Jets. So I had like mixed
Okay,
feelings.
but you're a Colts fan, so act your age. Rome.
Yeah.
I get it. I respect it. I hope it works out for you. I'm pretty sure it will. All the tailgating and everything that comes with that. Bills Mafia, you living where you live at, everything. I'm pretty Jets will win the championship in like 5 years. I'm just throwing out. got that,
Oh,
you know,
boy.
one less person rooting for us. So it's probably,
That's the jizz.
yeah, it's all right. So I hope you're happy. Because I know this is like really stressful. It's really stressful.
Yeah, oh, it's brutal. Like it's literally brutal.
I know.
Well, thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. Much
Yes.
love.
Guys, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, guys. Big Plays Podcast. Get our Week 16 picks. All of our picks in the last episode. This episode that's out. Comment. Tell Joey how you feel. That's it.
Let him know.
Thank
Let
you.
him know.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Ooh.
Well done, boys. Well done.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Good job. 36 minutes.